In Houston right now, astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams are getting used to gravity again after spending the last 9 months in space. And this was the picture the world awaited. Their faces as they emerged from the SpaceX capsule after a spectacular splashdown, where they were greeted quite cinematically, I might say, by a pod of dolphins in the waters off the Florida Panhandle. A moment seen potentially by millions of people. It was streaming worldwide. So, what's next? I want to bring in Terry Virts, who is a former International Space Station commander and former NASA administrator and astronaut, Major General Charles Bolden, the 12th administrator for NASA. Terry, walk us through the readjustment process that's going on right now at the Johnson Space Center. What are these initial hours and days like for Sunny and Butch?
Yeah, it was so cool seeing those dolphins. But my last trip, I landed in Kazakhstan when General Bolden was the NASA administrator. And it was a 24-hour trip to get from Kazakhstan back to Houston. And the first thing I did after I landed, I went to do rehab, which is very painful, but it's very important, getting you physically ready. And also your balance is very much off. So they make you throw balls over your head and do all these balance exercises. And then my son was 16 at the time. He had just gotten his license while I was in space, which is a great way to teach your teenager to drive while you're not on the planet, by the way. And we went car shopping. He wanted to go look at cars. So he drove, I rode in the side, and we went down to the Ford dealer and looked at F-150s and Mustangs. So that was my first day of rehab.
General, I do have to say that you had a chuckle because I'm guessing that you might have gone through a little bit of that pain yourself when you come back.
Not nearly as much as Terry. I was only, my long mission was 9 days. And after 9 days, you're talking about hours, maybe a day for your neurovestibular system, for your balance to come back, but nothing like coming back from the space station.
Well, let me, since you brought up the kids, Terry, are you, or at least a car and learning to drive. Our local affiliate reports that Butch Wilmore's youngest daughter, Darren, made all these plans for their reunion. Chinese food while watching his favorite movies, a trip to Home Depot. She's 19. She's been public about how much she misses her dad. Would Butch and Sunny have seen their families already? And if not, when? And when can they go home?
Well, they should have, for sure. It took, I saw the reports that it was 17 hours to get from splashdown back here to Houston. So they, I'm sure have seen him. When I came back, I stayed in what we call crew quarters. It's like a quarantine facility, but your family could come in and see you. So NASA just had its own kind of bed and kitchen, and just to make sure you're okay, so you don't, fall out of bed or something like that while you're getting used to gravity. But they've already seen their families, and it'll be a slow adaptation. So my first day was car shopping, and my next day we had to drive my daughter to camp. So it was a 3-hour drive across Texas, for teenager summer camp. So it was kind of right back to getting the car registered and getting the plumbing fixed and all that after 7 months in space.
The real world. So, General,
Exactly.
I think it fascinates people, right? And this saga, I think because obviously it was extended so much, captured the attention of millions. Can NASA take that excitement and interest and use it for public support, but also maybe recruitment?
It always works for public support and recruitment. Anytime an astronaut has an opportunity to visit a community or to go interact with the public, we win. Butch and Sunny are awesome. They, Mike Massimino on your channel yesterday made the comment that they may not recognize what celebrities they've come because they've been in this environment in space doing what they do and not realizing all the hoopla about them that's gone on over the last 9 months. So they will be highly sought after. And they will draw great crowds wherever they go. And NASA will take advantage of that without even trying.
You mentioned doing what they do. The interest in Sunny and Butch has also refocused America, I think, on the value of space exploration. I saw reports nearly 1,000 hours they put in doing research up there. What is going on up there, and could it pay dividends in years and for generations to come?
Terry's done it a lot more. I mean, he's done a lot more contemporary stuff than I have, but even back as long as the shuttle program, we were working on things that led to vaccines. We did an experiment called protein crystal growth where you were growing protein crystals that were perfectly round and could be used to study diseases and the like. We're doing a lot of cardiovascular research, a lot of human research, but also a lot of food research. Terry, I don't know, Terry, did you have a chance to eat anything that you prepared on station? We didn't have any of that stuff.
We actually started this lettuce growth experiment. I helped to work on an IMAX movie called A Beautiful Planet, and there's a cool scene in there. You know, we were growing lettuce. It's a greenhouse, but you actually use pink light. The scientists figured out that pink light helps photosynthesis the most. So we grew the lettuce, and then after I left, it was finally big enough to eat. And the crewmates after me, Kjell Lindgren and some others, were able to, and Scott Kelly, and they were able to eat the lettuce. So that was one thing. If you're going to live and work in space, you know, for years to come, you need to learn how to grow food. So that was one of many experiments that we did.
I'm out of time, but I have to ask you, Terry, what's your dream for space exploration going forward? Mars in 5 years?
I don't think we're going to get to Mars in 5 years. I think we'll eventually get there. You know, my dream for space exploration is that it's something that can unite us. You know, watching MSNBC's great coverage of stories, man, there's a lot of bad things happening in the country today and in the world. And space exploration is one that can actually unite us. So I hope that that continues to be the case. That's my dream.
I'm ready to go. Former astronauts Terry Virts and Major General Bolden, thank you both so much. And thank you for your service.